I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Tonight's meeting is just a meet and greet for our new town administrator, Heather. And I just, again, want to say congratulations, welcome aboard, looking forward to working with you.
Very much looking forward to working with the whole board and everybody, the whole team.
Should be fun.
In town.
Yeah. Well, don't say everybody in town. But, we got a lot of good people in town, we really do, and a lot of well-meaning people in town. So, but no, so we got looking forward to it, and hopefully more people will show up tonight and get a chance to meet you.
Karen is supposed to be here.
Yeah, they had enough. They had a
Oh, that's right too. They have a meeting going on right now too.
But it gets done.
Yeah,
So she'll be
Karen
here.
is gonna be here. Karen actually put a lot into setting up the refreshments and
That's very
that.
nice.
She's our recreation director.
Yeah,
Okay.
does a wonderful job.
I do have to ask you, do you like sushi?
It's okay to say.
We'll find one eventually.
My son loves sushi.
I do too. I love sushi.
My husband loves sushi. I'm just not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm with her. I'm not into that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people say the same, get the same answer. And
Now,
they don't know what they're missing.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I'll miss it a little longer. I don't think.
Who would not like prissy raw fish?
Right.
It's just my luck. It'd be one of those that if you don't cut it just right, it kills
Oh,
you.
pufferfish.
Pufferfish.
Yeah, the pufferfish, yeah.
Better for men to sell it off as soy sauce.
Yeah.
There you go.
Have you met everyone in the room already?
No.
Okay.
Why don't you start?
Larry Brown. We met when
Oh,
the budget committee came.
Why don't you tell the different
Yeah,
boards
what
you're
the
on?
boards you're on.
I don't know them all, so you gotta tell them.
Budget committee is one.
How many hats do you wear?
Okay. I really am fortunate. I will give you the punchline, which is I am here on a Nelson Rockefeller Fellowship for Public Service. I'm a Tier 1 retiree from the state of New York.
Okay.
It took me 60 years to get back to New Hampshire. Consequently, my time was my own, and I greatly enjoy making things work. Planning board, budget committee, library trustee.
Cemetery.
Townhouse?
Cemetery trustee.
No, I passed Bruce, someone you will enjoy meeting, Bruce Woodruff. Is on the ZBA. I'm on the ZBA. And Bruce is now on the cemetery trustee.
Are you on Townhouse?
I'm a member, but I'm not the executive committee.
Yeah, he's a
And,
volunteer on it.
Okay.
What happened years ago, the cemetery, years ago, the conservation committee was defunct. It was basically Marion Trafton was holding it together. No one was volunteering. Michelle came on board as our clerk, and I sort of paddled desperately to stay in the same place until Cynthia White and Steve Hannon took it over. The cemetery trustees were moribund, and so I took that over, and John Catlett, whom we meet, is wonderfully in charge.
You were also a short period of time on the sewer commission.
I was the last sewer commissioner in the town.
Yes, you were.
Of Milton. Once I got on board, that killed it.
Yeah, we closed it up. So Larry said, let's close it up.
And how long have you been in New Hampshire?
Well, I was born in New Hampshire.
Well, don't do it.
But I was raised in Massachusetts. So I was born here, and then my dad was a college professor. So when I was very young, we moved to Massachusetts, and then when it was time for me to go to college, I came back to New Hampshire. So I've been back since I was 18, so a long time.
My wife, who is the
Hey, Nick.
president of Friends of the Library.
Okay.
Is a
Try to find a seat.
woman,
Sit up
back
here.
in the tail end of World War II, when they had chickens in the cellar as the war effort 2 blocks
Yes.
from the State House.
Don't worry, you're wearing a hat, so it won't glare.
So, but what's my title for metropolitan planning?
Yeah.
Whatever tax. I know it's
Yeah, I forget now, but
transportation advisory.
yeah, he's basically a liaison to
the
Stratford Regional
transportation
Plan,
plans.
transportation, yep.
Okay.
And if he doesn't show up to the meeting, he's still a volunteer.
Okay.
Because we make sure that carries on, because consistency.
Yeah, living memory of the tribe becomes an important thing. Planning board particularly.
So who's on, are you still on the conservation committee or?
No, people of better skills came on board, and I really tried to get out from them. Because that nobody's. I am back on the Zoom.
Yep.
So how long have you been in town? How long have you been in town, Larry?
May 19th, 95.
Okay. The exact date.
I bet you can tell you the time, too.
Larry has an excellent memory.
Yes, he
Good,
does.
okay.
The closing was at 2:30 p.m. One of my favorite jokes is, but who keeps track?
Obviously you do. That's good to know.
Yeah, people have found that out.
I've already met, we've already been introduced. Go ahead.
Nope, we
We've been
introduced.
chatting.
Okay. How about Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
Hi,
Bob Carrier.
Nice to
Bob
meet you.
Carrier. I'm Vice Chair of the Budget Committee.
Oh, great.
And I'm also on the Townhouse Advisory, and that's the extent of my job.
That's your important job.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that's the extent of your job. You and Joe and Kat were putting in a ton of work on the townhouse.
So, yeah,
You know, putting it back together, getting it, really weekends, nights.
yeah, we're almost at the end of it right now, because we spent, I think it was close to 5 years, and there were times working day and night, until sun goes down. And, right now, you can get pictures, and it'd be worthwhile to go see what it looked like before, and look at it now. It's come a long way since we've done that. And John Cabot is a very smart man. I've learned a lot from him.
I have pictures on my computer
Yeah.
of that when it first started, and the bats in the window. There's loaded with bats at one point. Now it's not. Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, they're gone. You're safe. You're safe. They're gone.
No, it's a beautiful building.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were gone. I mean, we had somebody who came in to take them out without killing them.
Right.
And we took out 900 pounds of
Yeah.
droppings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was in the attic upstairs. It was awful.
You could see the pictures, and the beams are so big that they were almost right up to it. So we took some pictures of that as well. So we've changed the electrical on that, because what was up there, we didn't know at the time, was tube wiring.
Mm-hmm.
That's very dangerous for
Mhm.
fires. So as soon as we found out, we stopped it, and we put some electricity on there, standard electricity, so now we can run this. But if you find time, go down there as well, worth looking at, because we got pictures of
Oh, yeah.
when we first got started. You can see the before and after.
Is there a way I can arrange the time to go down or tour?
Right now, this is not a good time. John's got the only key, and
Okay.
he's into AIM right now.
Okay, well,
But it's
I
well
can-
worth going in. It says we've taken pictures every time we've done something. We've taken some pictures. The one that year that we really had a hard time. We were just going to the finish for the end of it. We were going to just get ready to secure it for the winter. Tom opens up one corner, I forgot what side it was, discovered a post beetle got in there.
Right, yeah, oh, yeah.
Ate up part of the main structure, main beam on one side. And
It was
one
like
of
the
cross
northeast
arms.
corner.
Northeast corner?
I think it was northeast corner.
It really did a big hole in it, and we'd have to sit down for the winter. How are we gonna fix this? It's one of the main beams that holds the structure up. And as usual, John came up with an idea, but it went just so far, for some reason it stopped. We don't know what happened, it just stopped. But it did enough damage that we had to take even a sidearm from one of the corners. It ate right through it.
The braces, yeah.
Yep, and left the peg intact. Ate around it. It didn't do anything with it. Just that we still have it down there because you can see how much they ate, and that peg is still in there. So we kept it as a museum piece.
No, I definitely want to do
Yeah.
that.
The thing that's fantastic, people really would like to see, should see it, is that the attic, how it was built. You can see why that structure stayed up for 200 years. I've never seen a structure built like that. It's amazing.
And the non-straightness of the chimney in the attic.
That's physical.
The story is there was rum involved.
That you'd have to see.
So have you been to shops so long time?
No, I've been in this town for about 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, we moved from Rochester to here. So I like the community here better. Rochester is just getting way too big, and the town was closing in on us, so the city closed us. We came up here where it's nice. The people are great up here. And I got into more volunteering, but, well, I do one. The senior dinner, I helped Karen Brown with that. That's what we're, after they're done their big, we give them a hot meal.
That's important.
Yeah, I got started in that and I forgot what happened. I got tied into it and I never quit then. Well, I
She won't
kinda
let you,
liked
Bob.
it.
Yeah, once you get wrapped into something like that,
Yeah, you're done.
Oh, yeah.
you're committed.
Even learning this, I got into this as well, because it's important that people see what's going on in the government.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'd like to train someone else, but it's not all that hard. It's just the time that you gotta come in here and do it. So I think it's just really important. People can see the government at work and what is being done. No questions asked. You can go on any social media you want. This is the Crew McCoy. We don't edit anything. It goes on just the way it is. So. But,
That's good.
well, I wanted to come down and see you
really glad
because
you did.
we wanted to see, okay, who we're gonna deal with here.
Well, we're gonna work together.
Well, you will be talking to my associate, Mr. Brown. He's the chairman of the, but I'm his sidekick.
You're his sidekick,
Yeah.
okay.
Awesome.
I'm Kathy Wallingfoot, I'm the assessing director.
Okay,
You'll have me in the building every day, so, yeah, welcome aboard.
okay. So you're here every day?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday through Friday, yeah. We have a contracted company that comes in and actually does the field work.
Who's the contractor?
Cochrane,
Okay.
do you know Will? No?
No,
Okay.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, and we're under the Avatar system.
You are advertising, okay.
Yeah, so, and they come in, Susan's usually in here. Right now that you'll see them more in the summer because they're cleaning up and finishing up for their September 1 for the MS1. And great bunch to work with. We've had them here ever since I've been here. So Janice, I think, started, must have been, what, 2004?
With George Hildum,
Yeah.
back in 2000.
Yeah.
Right, but 2004, we went into the computer system and
Yes.
Avatar.
Yep.
And I think Janice was
Yep.
part of it right then and there. So we've had them for a long time. They're very familiar with the town. They do a good job. So
That's great. And how long have you been here?
9 years.
Okay. So that's great that you're here all the time, so you take care of all the assessing
I take care of the assessing department and other things.
and other things.
Jack of all
Lots
trades.
Lots of other things, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is, we'll work it all into that. Some of it's going back to you. How's that?
That's good. We'll work together.
I know we will, so.
Okay.
I'm Nick Murray, I'm the fire chief.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm Heather. Thank you.
here for whatever you need me to do.
Okay.
I've been the fire chief for
7 years.
7
Yeah.
years now. I've been on the department since '99, and I work full-time in Rochester. Work 2 24-hour shifts a week, and then the rest of the time I'm here.
Okay.
3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
Whatever's needed, yeah.
6 days a week.
So how many hours a week are you working total?
Total? 60, 65, 70, roughly.
Between Rochester and here.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
24 here and 48 there. So
Wow.
75, roughly. Yeah. But it works.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all good. Can't complain.
Okay.
I still get a couple days off once in a while.
Really? Okay.
Huh?
Did you check out Sir
No,
David?
I didn't. I couldn't. It was too complicated a word to type into Google. I couldn't.
What did?
I can't even pronounce it. He was
That-
he was picking on me
when-
for being sleep deprived.
Uh,
I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night. It's no big deal.
There was
Yeah.
in the, if you might have seen in Foster's, there was a terrible fire down in Gilman.
Yeah.
And Nick was just catching a nap here and a nap there. I will read anything. And so I was talking about the circadian rhythm and sleep interruption.
I was so tired.
And
so
Nick
we
said,
walked
I'm
out the
sorry I
door,
dropped off for a minute, I
completely
didn't hear
forgot.
what you said.
Are you from Milton or?
My family moved here in '92
Okay.
when I was 10. So pretty much.
Actually, why don't you say what your family does?
They own Mighty Joe Campground up on Northeast Farm. They have since then. That's what brought us here. So I'm going to at least for a while.
You just have mom buy more land. You're never leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever we. So I'm here. They stuck with me.
That's good.
Unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Mrs. Brown?
Me? Yes, Karen Brown, rec director. Been with the department for 20 years this year, and as the director is 7. I'm also the chairman and supervisors of the checklist and chairman of the trustee of the trust funds.
Wow.
So
We'll work
And
together.
also on the water precinct.
I'm also a commissioner. Yes, I
And
am.
her office is actually in the building.
Downstairs,
Downstairs.
but it's relocating to the beach for
Listen.
a while.
Okay.
So I'm still using it. I'll be back and forth, even though that's primary. I still do my supervisor and the other stuff here. The only stuff we're relocating is recreation, so I can be on site to see our beautiful playground and our camp and the beach and everything else up there going on.
Recreation has done a lot of good things this
Tell her
past
what
summer.
we did
A
last
lot
year.
of good
Playground.
things.
Yep, last year we put in a beautiful playground for a gentleman that, well, in his memory,
Mm-hmm.
who served the town for probably 20 plus years in different ways. He was chairman of the Selectmen for a while, for
Yep.
9 years. something
Yeah,
like
9
that.
years, I think it was.
And he was also the one that started recreation in this town when he moved here and there was nothing going on.
He's also the one who was the first person who tried starting restoration of the townhouse and get some grants for the exploratory, and I forget what they called it, but yeah, he started that process. And
Is it an L-chip?
it's an L-chip grant that he had gotten, but I forget they had a particular name for that, what they called that. But yeah, so yeah, he's done a lot.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you.
August of '97.
What time, Larry?
It was, Jim had brought his barbecue grill, and I was up on one of the ladders, and I was able to get my fingernails to grow a half inch in 5 minutes when the wind picked up.
Yeah, right.
And you could go right into the clabbers because
Yeah.
they were so soft and,
Yeah.
and funky. But he was just a wonderful visionary.
Yes. Jim Cohouse is the one who actually got me started doing what I'm doing today.
Really?
I went down and talked to him, and his first question is, why do you want to do that?
Oh.
And then we talked, and You pointed me in the right direction.
He also had a wonderful phrase, which would be jabber, 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 jabber. And your point is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mrs. Byrne, how many people are in the summer programs this summer? Kids?
We have 47, I believe, registered right now. We have 8 staff, and my assistant and myself, so. We have a good program, actually. We have a very rambunctious program right now. But we're doing good. Actually, I think we're fuller this year than we ever have been at this point. And I say that because the older kids are starting to file back in now that they've had a week's vacation and realize they don't really want to stay home. They want to be back in camp, so.
Yeah.
I just had another 13-year-old come back today. It's exciting when they were at that age that want to come back and join us, so it's a great program. We do a lot of fun stuff.
That playground was huge for this town. It's
Yeah.
probably one of the best things. we've
Yeah,
done.
absolutely, absolutely. That playground.
Is
Years.
the playground at the beach?
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay, I think I saw it the other day.
it'll be a year old July 18th.
And it's packed all the time.
It's
Mm.
huge. There's actually going to be a dedication the 17th, Andy.
Mhm.
I think I'll have to double check that, but there's going to be a dedication with cake and ice cream again for Jim. And just to thank the people that donated, we have a couple of families that donated some of the new furniture that just showed up, the benches and the basketball benches and 2 family picnic tables with umbrellas and all that, so.
Which are very nice, by the way.
And we,
Used
yeah,
them for the first time.
yeah, and we just got another index who has not, I can't say this, well, hasn't been as involved as they had in the past, and just contacted me, and they would like to also donate a piece of equipment to the park in August, so.
Wonderful.
Pretty excited about the reforming of that relationship.
There's a lot of good companies and a lot of good volunteers in this town. I mean, you got Fred Cameron, who donated so much of his time
my
and so
God.
much of his materials. And, you know, like I say, Index, and, you know, you get Bobby Bordeaux, you get so many people just, they pour the heart out. They really do. So, I mean, it's a good community.
So, the list of those type of resources, do I check with Larry for his memory, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
it can tell you what page you're on and what time they wrote it. And
Okay.
Larry, I'm gonna pick on you. You know I am, don't you?
Who is not here, Mike Bolio, spent the Saturday of the 18th lifting and splitting splitting in half the 80-pound bags of
Hungry.
concrete. Another person who's not here, Doug Shute, who happens to be the chair of the school board at the moment, sloughed the concrete from hole to hole, as I think you did.
Yep,
Yes.
Andy worked very hard up there.
Long day.
We had a lot of volunteers. I mean, can you remember?
Over 100.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
And I was able to screw things up professionally.
Yep.
Right.
Do you have pictures of all this?
Yeah, there's a
There was
video.
actually a video out, yeah, on the whole build from starting with the gravel parking lot to the playground being completed, which is awesome.
They mounted a GoPro somewhere and they fast forwarded through it. I don't know
Yep.
how long was the video, 10 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, it's
So it was
pretty
like 2
cool,
days
though.
and 10 minutes.
Okay. Wow.
Very cool.
3 days.
Yeah, that was a
whatever it
They
very
said it
nice
was one of their
video.
most exciting builds and the one of their most impressive community builds that they'd ever had the privilege of being part of, so, which is quite a compliment to the town of Milton.
Mm.
Because they build a lot of playgrounds. And we also have the only boat in the whole state of New Hampshire, which I'm very happy about.
Really?
We have the only boat. Yep.
I didn't know that part.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
No, I thought the playground looked new when I was over there the other day, and I said, I remember that the last time I was here, so.
Yep.
Because I will come to this park periodically. My son had played baseball.
Oh, up at the ballpark?
Up at the ballpark, and then I go over to the beach and do different. Last summer I was here at the beach, and I didn't know them. The other day I was there, and I said, "This looks totally new." So I was like, "Did I just totally space it, or what?"
In fact, the
Right.
boat meant a lot to the family because Jim was in the Coast Guard.
Yes.
Okay.
And the boat is pointed to the
The post
post
office.
office, which he was a postal worker for 25 years, and that was just a fluke that it
Oh.
came out like that, so. it was pretty cool. I didn't even know when we were looking at the equipment that he was in the Coast Guard, but very exciting for the family, and
That's wonderful.
yeah, and it's a great way to honor Jim because he gave
Oh,
so
absolutely.
much. to the
Absolutely.
town. He was the one who got me in recreation, by the way. So nice to meet you again. You did you introduce yourself?
I did.
We started with Larry.
Yeah.
Brown is a common
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. Believe it or not, they're not related.
Oh yeah, no, he's not.
I mean,
my
they might
husband
look alike,
for
but they're not
the
related.
15,000th time. No, I'm
Really?
married to Larry.
I just want to, thank you, Heather, for coming aboard. And of course, Tom and I and Mike, look forward to working with
Yep.
you. We have.
And so do the department
Yeah.
heads.
Yes.
Well,
I'm
if-
so
if you-
delighted
if-
to be coming.
If you let me finish, Mrs. Bochamp there. Anyways, we have a wonderful a group of dedicated department heads that that pretty much they run their departments and do a wonderful job, and we don't have to worry about it. So we're very fortunate to have, a great bunch of people. I do want to thank Tom first of all, I want to thank all the applicants for putting in an application for the town administrator. I want to thank Tom personally. He's been a selectman here in the town of Milton for 12 years. That has to tell you something. And I've certainly learned a lot from him. I respect him, and I hopefully continue to be able to work with him, for a long time. But I don't know.
What's hopefully?
Well, I mean, hopefully you'll run again. And but anyways,
We'll see in March.
yeah. But I do want to thank Tom for for applying. And it was a very hard decision, but we're going to move forward, and so
Thank you for making us feel so welcome, everyone.
Feel welcome.
You are welcome. You're very welcome.
I'm really delighted and excited to get started, and
Yeah.
it seems like a wonderful community.
But I'm going to back up a little bit on my history, because I haven't really officially met you other than tonight. Tonight's the first time I had a chance to talk to you,
I
other
know.
than hallway.
We kind of pass each other in the hallway
Yeah.
and say hello.
Yeah, but no, I started in 2004. I ran for, in fact, Larry can tell you.
What time did he sign the paper?
Yeah, no, he can tell you the first candidates night I was at. Let me finish before you tell, and I'll let you do it. I ran in 2004 and got beat. And I got beat because the question came up, how many meetings have you attended? Prior to that, there wasn't a lot, maybe half a dozen at most. And I said, okay, that's not happening again. So Larry, go ahead, you can tell what I looked like the first time.
I have never seen a better example of the deer in headlights.
Yeah, in 2004, yeah, so.
World class. In fact, I finally found a cartoon, and I gave it to you through the vast files.
Yep,
So,
yep.
On that.
I'll never forget that. That was an experience. So, but that question came up and I couldn't answer it effectively. It's okay, that's not happening again.
Eyeless.
So I made a point that for less.
I'm the one they told you about.
Yep. But so, anyways, that following year, I attended every meeting, school board, conservation, planning board, ZBA, selectmen, you name it. I wanted to know what was going on. In fact, Michelle, when I was attending the ZBA, I got on the Conservation Commission, and Michelle says, he's here, we're meeting him. Why don't we just put him on the commission or appoint him? And simply Wyatt did at that point, so I served on that for a while. Then 2005, I ran again, and I won. And
You earned it.
yeah, I've been,
And did your wife still speak to you after that?
for a while. And I'm on my second wife now. So, but not for that reason. Just, yeah. So, but yeah, it's very time consuming. It was that first year was I knew when that question came up, and I know that you know, the person asks that question, that's her famous question, to always ask. She asks all the candidates, how many meetings or what have you done? And it's a great question, it really is. And I couldn't answer in 2004, so I said, okay. That ain't happening next year. So I've been here since 2000, and I also served 2004 on the budget committee. The person who beat me appointed me to the budget committee, you know, to learn the budget process at the time. So I've done that, served in Conservation Commission, served as liaison to the planning board, served on the ZBA for a couple of years I think it was, and Townhouse Committee. A lot of stuff I can't even remember it all now, just a blur, but it's a long time. But I've enjoyed every minute. It's been a lot of fun. And you know, I look at, you know, I got to reiterate what Andy said. Our department heads, second to none. Second to none. I mean, they took it upon themselves to start the CIP program. And they did a lot of the heavy lifting before it got to the point to where it is now. So my hat's off to them. And they became like family. So,
It's nice living in a small community, you know, you get to know one another and it makes it a little easy to talk and, you know, but I think Milton's moving forward now and I think it's gonna be good.
and this handsome gentleman just came wandering in.
Yeah.
Is Les Elder. So,
Good evening, sir.
Oh,
so Les, we're going to just kind of tell a little bit about yourself. just say all the good things, all right?
No. I've only lived in, I'm not a 5-generation member, so I don't have a lot. I've only lived here about 23 years. Currently, I'm just a library trustee.
Chair.
And a member of the Town Forest Committee. I've been on the Recreation Commission years ago. Actually, it was the Recreation Committee then. Planning Board, Zoning Board, Budget Committee, ZBA. I'm what some people call the town activist. I don't know, it's just that I care a lot about Milton. I don't always see eye to eye with everyone, and I'm not afraid to speak my mind. And if I think I see something wrong, I try to correct it. And that's it, that's who I am. I'm not gonna make any apologies for who I am. I do make mistakes, and I'll be the first one to admit I make mistakes. And I'm not, you know, ashamed to admit that I make a mistake. That's who I am.
We all make mistakes.
Les is the chairman for the library trustees. He also takes the job of treasurer and has been a real spark plug for the renovations and grants that the library has gotten for its restoration and improvements.
And the gentleman who just walked in, stand that out.
Well, it's NA's, NA, not NE.
Oh, okay.
I met you prior to this, but I just want to stop in and say officially welcome you.
Thank you.
I'm on 3 boards, was on 4, but I resigned 1. I'm on the budget committee as a representative of the water district, and I'm on the zoning board of adjustments. I was on the trustee of the trust fund, but that's when I resigned. So I've been a pain in people's butt for a few years here, so.
More than a few.
what about water district?
I'm on, I just have a water
Oh, you
district,
do?
yeah. That's where I was in water district meeting before I got here, so. You'll be seeing my smiley face at your door.
Good.
You know, might not be smiling all the time.
It's okay.
And one thing you learn about me is I don't pull any punches. I tell you how it is, and if I get a problem, you're gonna know.
Good.
And if you have a problem with me, I wanna know that too.
Well, we have to have that kind of
You
relationship.
know, I don't go sneaking around and stuff, and right face to face. All right?
So, sounds good to me.
I'm ready to dig into
Let's
that
eat.
food.
All right.
Have coffee, cold
Yeah.
drinks.
Everybody, chow time.
Well, thank you for making me feel welcome, and thank you for coming. And I do look forward to working with everyone. And whether we agree or disagree on a subject, we'll work together on it.
We hope to see you at like the department head meetings,
What?
the department head meetings. We'd love to see you there.
Oh, I'd love to come. I expect to come. Why wouldn't I be there?
We want you there.
The town administrator goes to the department head meetings. That's part of the job.
We will love it.
Be awesome.
Yeah, I will be there.
Good.
I-
So you're gonna be at every meeting?
I fully intend to.
Every
What?
board, every meeting?
No, I'm.
Don't answer that one.
That one I'm not promising, but I will do what I can to show up as many meetings as I can at night, but as the part of the department head meetings, I will definitely be at those.
As been a member of the budget committee, I can tell you, if you are able to make budget committee meetings, it's very helpful because there's
That's
a lot of
very
things and
important.
questions that if you hear it firsthand, it really clarifies what the budget committee, or myself, I'm asking what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I find that very helpful, rather than, okay, here's what we need and, need clarifications.
No, I agree, and I think that's probably one of the more important. All meetings are important, but I think that's probably one of the areas that you need to focus on. I mean, the budget is probably where my focus will be for most of the fall. Just really focusing on that, making sure the lines of communication are open from everyone. So, but, yeah, I definitely will be at department head meetings. Do we have food?
Yes.
We have food.
No, do we have food at the department head meetings?
We can.
If you want to bring it.
I'll have a lobster roll.
No, usually most.
Oh,
Sometimes we do order out.
That,
Depends on when
now, yes, and now that the old fire station is going to be empty,
Mhm.
it's time to get a common man, just like Ashley.
Oh,
Yeah.
want me to work on that? I could stop tomorrow at lunch and ask them if they're considering that.
Well, at least the tumble down cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tumble down anyways.
Actually, what that building be good for.
We have a prior right
Would be
to
a
that.
microbrewery with a little restaurant and stuff, that's what that building would be
You
good
doing
for.
this? You gonna open that up?
And that wonderful.
I don't know how to make
parking lot
beer.
On the triangle.
Very little, I'm not a beer guy.
I don't think very much.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Because of the wide open space and everything, you
Yeah,
have the
that's
kettles. We
actually
do,
not a bad
what I do
idea.
for a living, we do a lot of breweries.
Yeah.
And this kind of would be a pretty easy fix for a microbrewery to go in there and, a little one, like you see in Summersworth, and a couple in Portsmouth and a couple other places, Summersworth, yeah,
There's one up in Intervale outside of Conway.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, that's
New Hampshire has
small,
more
about that
microbreweries, I
size,
think,
yeah.
than any other state in the country.
Yeah.
When we do a lot of them, Red Hook, all of them.
Good idea.
Let's have cocktail.
It's not that small.
Bring your meeting.
That's a love of,
What's that?
wanting to make beer, that small.
That's the chairman.
What's that?
Recess.
Eat?
We don't have to videotape the
No, you
meeting.
can do each other. We're going to, let's adjourn the meeting, and it's just gonna be a meet and greet or a social hour. So give me a motion
I'll
to adjourn.
second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Uh,